Yeah. And we're back. Episode motherfucking 4, boy.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Yes.
Oh, they're not that kind. They just cut off right away, huh?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Hey, right out the gate.
Jamaica motherfucking horns,
Welcome
boy.
to the Mooey Hour. I'm Bogart Scott Free.
And I'm your boy B. Motherfucking Franklin.
What's happening, Franklin?
And we are two of the world's greatest ponders.
Oh, that's right, Franklin. You ain't never lied.
Right. Today we want to start off thanking our sponsors, Bay Boy and Bay Girl Clothing, which you can catch them at Bay Clothing Co. Instagram, Facebook, Jamaica motherfucking horns.
Yeah.
Get your sports apparel. They got some clean 49er hats, clean Raider hats. You know what I'm saying? Clean Shark hats. You know, for the ladies and for the fellas. Man.
Even got some Warriors gear, A's gear, and Giants gear. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. You know, lie.
You got that Bay love from BayClothing.com.
Amen.
Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free World. And if you can, to the best of your ability, follow my friend, the elusive B. Franklin. If you can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jamaicans can't even find him.
Nope.
You know
but
I mean?
all they can do is blow the horns.
Okay. But speaking of horns, right?
Talk to me.
A metaphor for a horn is also like the phone, correct?
Right.
Maybe like get him on the horn.
Yeah, get him on the horn. Right. Preach.
Why is, we live in a day and age. Have you noticed this? Like, I'd be like scrolling through social media, right?
Right.
And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like another source of news, because what do you usually see on the news these days?
Right.
Or just ever?
Present occurrences that are happening.
Yeah, but more so the negative shit, right?
Right.
So in this case, it's not like every random regular human being is a reporter, but it seems to be like when they're in their, the average person's in their car and there's like a bad nasty accident, or like, some fool's getting searched by the police,
right?
Pulled over, like
motherfuckers have got the Snapchat, some jumping
with
heavy,
the phone out and like broadcast this motherfucker, or like a dude just got stabbed up in front of the club and like
they got him getting stabbed up,
yeah,
but nobody calls a motherfucking ambulance.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Nobody stops it. Got you.
Or even like God Bless the Dead, that rapper, you know what I'm saying? The other dude, the Triple X Tentacion, even when he got blasted, I think there was just people that around just filming this dude dying instead of like
him slumped over dead. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like he might have still been alive right there. You never know. Like there could have been some seconds that could have. I don't know. But so what's your take on that? Like what? Do you think it's just like the day and age we live in, and it's just it's people's
it's all
second nature nowadays?
Nah, it's all about the day that we're living in. I mean, in today's day, the information is now being able to pass between people at drop of a dime. Yeah. So I think
lightning speed,
stupid lightning speed. So people are automatically quick to just get it, show it, and be the first to say, hey, I was the first one to see it, or the first one to put it out there. Like we're saying last time, that fucking clout shit. That clout shit is ridiculous.
Maybe even people like they want to film the crazy shit that they see on their regular days because, like, you know what I'm saying? I guess in everyone's bucket list it has go viral. You know what I mean? And maybe that's
I'm not in my shit.
Go viral's on my bucket list.
Not mine.
I need to film this bitch getting beat up by these dudes, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
that shit's crazy to me.
Granted, like, you know what I'm saying, because of that day and age we live in, you know what I'm saying, the people filming shit and pedestrians filming and not wanting to help or call for authorities, then like their shit does get used to help certain fucking occurrences, I guess. Like luckily they were there filming in some cases. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But so just like you said, you see some guys beating a girl up, right? And they fucking slip off. I think, motherfuckers need to get, snatched up. So in certain ways it does help. It's crazy. Yeah. But in today's day with the social media, just the way how everybody wants to be seen, everybody's trying to be there. That's just, what they're doing at a high rate is just the exposure. Everybody's trying to expose somebody or expose some shit on a high rate.
And you know what's crazy?
It's like,
what happened to like their idea of overexposure? Like, being discreet, like, being to yourself, minding your own business. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that shit is like, to be in your own shit is pretty much nowadays you're considered a weirdo, an invert, when ultimately,
introvert,
introvert. There you go.
And
and
I couldn't spell that word. Don't ask me.
Yeah, you already know my phonics is fuck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I knew what you meant though.
Apple.
Phonics. F.
Yeah.
O.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
So,
you know what though? You don't need to be the greatest speller to be one of
the
one
world's-
of two of the world's greatest ponderers.
Amen, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what, though?
Common sense ain't so common. You know, when you sit around and you know sit amongst the masses.
Yeah, you ain't lying. And you know what too? Speaking of masses, it is like I believe in a massive wavelength.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're due for one every show, so this is gonna be a quick side bogey rabbit hole. So wavelengths, right? This is a real thing. So in South America, right? These scientists they took like 25 of these monkeys, right?
25 monkeys.
Yeah, and then
there you go. This is a bogey rabbit hole. So you said 25 monkeys.
Listen, they released them onto the beach, right? And they had buried several yams. You know what I mean?
We love the buried yams.
We love buried yams, yes.
Love the buried
Right?
yams.
So there's hella yams, right?
Yams everywhere.
So the monkeys, they're unearthing the
There's
yams.
monkeys and yams unearthed all through
right?
here.
Check this out.
I'm focused,
the monkeys
buddy.
start eating the yams.
The monkeys start eating the yams. Sounds like some
so
LG.
Right? So the monkeys are eating the yams up, right? And they spin it out. Because it's all sandy as fuck.
Oh,
but then,
nobody likes sandy yams.
And then, you know, right? This episode's great.
Nobody
already.
loves sandy
So
yams.
check this out. So these monkeys, they eating the yams up, right? And they spin it out, and they keep going in for it. Keep eating them, spinning out. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
And then, one or two of the monkeys, they had the wherewithal to go walk to the water because they're on the beach. And they wash these motherfuckers off, and they start grubbing down on the yams.
Because they're not new to it, to true to it. They're like, the yams are a little dusty. Let me go
Yeah.
and wash it off real
Sometimes,
quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the yams get a little dusty. You gotta dust them
feel
off.
me? You
Put a
gotta
little
shine
water
them
on
up.
it. Yeah, you got.
You know what I mean? Make sure they suitable.
You gotta freshen them
Make
up.
sure they edible. You know what I mean?
Yams always got to be edible.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you know what too is like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even the monkey too. He was like, maybe even the first one was like, man, you know what you do with sandy yams? You toss them, right?
You toss them.
And he went to the water and tossed them. And it was maybe there's another monkey in there. He said, oh snap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like, I found it.
But so check this out. So now to close the
rabbit hole.
Yeah, the bogey rabbit hole. To close this one out. Right, so then they do the same test. The same scientists, they go get another batch of 25 monkeys, but this time they're in Japan.
Yeah.
And they go to the beach. They do the same experiment. 100% of the monkeys, they go out, they found the yams, went straight to the water. So you know what I'm saying? It's like they believe the wavelength shit is real. Like, so it's like now to tie this into what we're saying, we're living in a day and age where the massive wavelength of people that are plugged in, quote unquote, right?
Right.
It's like. They all talk the same. They post the same.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They do the boomerangs of the same shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They all do the duck lips.
Exactly. Like,
All
you know,
they do the fucking duck lips.
Where it's like, now we're on this massive dumbass wavelength. You know, the motherfucking Kardashian consuming,
Yes.
reality TV consuming
Puff your lips up.
motherfuckers, right? Like they're tapped into this massive wavelength.
Right.
Right. When it's like,
Used to be, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Right.
It is so big. Now they're like, bitch, I need extra F butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
Each cheek needs to be an F. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
double F.
it's the same way, like, okay, you could even get specific. Like, for example, like, we're definitely not of the massive wavelength, you and I, because
Negative.
we are two of
the
the world's greatest ponderers.
Motherfucking ponderers.
Right? But see, it's like, for example, you ever be like one of your tight homies, you know what I'm saying? Pause, you know what I'm saying? But one of, you know, like me or
Super
you,
pause.
Me or you, for example, like, you might hit me and I'll be like,
Pause.
oh shit, I was just thinking of your ass, you know what I'm saying? Pause. I was just thinking of you, bro. And you're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hit you. But, you know, it's like, and they say the great minds think alike, that type of shit.
Right.
I mean, it's all, you know, it's all different forms of different wavelengths, you know what I'm saying? It just,
I believe
we're
that.
on our own wavelength, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and, you know, when they use, nowadays, it's common terminology, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I guess you want to call it urban technology or what, or technology, terminology, where people be like, oh, you need to tap in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, like, I think that's dope because that's really what, you know, what that wavelength shit is. Like, yo, tap in. Like, you know, motherfuckers is tapped in to what
on many levels.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Tap into the frequency, my guy.
Yeah, and you know, I think like just a part of the frequency that people are putting out there is like for example, I haven't been on Facebook in years, but I remember when I used to scroll through Facebook, it'd be like a gang of fuck shit. Just like
still the same shit going on.
Yeah, just
buddy.
like, oh, you know, there's this girl, this 13-year-old girl was raped in Florida, or this, you know, shit I would never hear about, but the fact I'm scrolling through,
right.
You know what I'm saying, Facebook, and
man, speaking of that,
wind of like terrible shit all the time, where it's just kind of pollution for the mind.
I got some folks right now over in Arizona, man. There's a Diamond Martinez. She's been missing since November.
Oh no!
If anybody ever heard of a Diamond Martinez, man? She's missing out of Arizona. Last time seen sometime in November. I'll have some more information on our next podcast, man. But you never know. Somebody might have some information.
Anybody out there?
Right. So it's always worth. Why? Because right now we're tapped in on the GMM network.
Yeah, right here on the GMM network.
Give me some fucking
the
Jamaica
Mooey Hour.
horns. The Mooey
You know what I'm saying? Jamaicans. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's just a trip too, because, all right, I'll admit, even when it comes to phones, right? Like, bro, I remember when we didn't even have phones, or we had, you know, beepers, pagers.
I remember I had a pager, and my pager, I had a chain connected to the pager.
Right.
Okay.
That's because that shit was that fly shit.
Right. That was the fly shit. I had the pager case. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you have the side one or the top one?
I had both.
Yeah, I remember I liked the top one.
The first one was the top one. That was the Motorola. That was the
but then when they started getting with the flyer, smaller
the
ones,
sidekicks, when they started coming with the sidekicks with the flip out screen, I had those. Those were the first two ways.
Yep.
Where you could actually text.
Yeah.
Where you had the flip out screen that were square. Those sidekicks.
You can get on what was it? I think it was America on AOL, right?
It was not right, but it
had its own shit, like its own messenger.
But it was Motorola.
Yeah, because you know, cause here's the thing too, is like what I was about to ask you is like, you know, I used to feel like, you know what I'm saying, like how about this? The way the brain works, it compartmentalizes shit, and like when we didn't have phones, I remembered everybody's number, like that I had to remember. I remember directions to everything. I remember fucking street names.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you get the phone. You know, fast forward to nowadays, I got the phone with the GPS. Like I got to know where everything's at. You feel me? Like, but using the phone. You know what I mean? Like just punching the address in.
Hey, man,
I'm really only familiar. Like, you know, I used to be familiar with driving around the city. Like, you know what I mean? Like I used to move through the city. Like I don't remember. Now I go to the city, I'm lost as a bitch. You know what I mean?
It bees like that. Everything's moving so fast, man. That's why you got to stay updated, but you got to stay in your own lane at the same time. You don't want to try to keep up with the Joneses, but you want to keep up with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that yourself stays up to speed with this technology, man. You got to still be able to communicate. You know what I mean? Soon enough, dog, they're going to have it where they're going to try to put some chips, like if people who can't speak, just put a chip in your head.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll be automated, straight up, all robot voice, everything. Fucking, if you can't walk, put a chip in your shit, you're fucking walking. You got an artificial body. The AI, artificial intelligence, is real, and it's already here.
Well, what if, you know how people be tripping off of like climate change? Oh, this is kind of like a mini rabbit hole thing, right? But you're kind of taking us down right now, right? I like
Terminator. All I gotta say is the Terminator.
Right?
That shit's real.
Hey, I mean, listen, we use artificial intelligence every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, "Hey Siri, what time is it?"
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. This, you know, that bitch is artificial intelligence right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask her all questions all day. Shit that I'm too lazy to Google it. You know what I mean? But it's like, so like, it's kind of like the Matrix, like or not Matrix, like you said Terminator. I'll say the Matrix.
Right. Same
where
shit.
It's like, if you have some kind of chip in your brain, depending on your social class too, or maybe even your wealth.
Right.
Maybe you know, the richer you are, the better chips you got. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, download me, you know what I mean? I want to learn jujitsu. Blue, you know what I mean?
Yeah, next you know, you're doing all types of shit.
All kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
shit, like, that might work out for some of you lay motherfuckers out here that can't cook, can't do a goddamn skill to save your life.
Or
you
even
know
talk to a female and shit.
Oh my God, man! You know what?
Download me some game.
Yeah, some game. You
Download me some
some of that Bay-ism. Okay. Yeah. Man, fellas, can we get back to the smooth, masculine, finessed men that we are, man? That mean we on some punk shit, but get back to the finessing, man. This shit is getting ridiculous.
Hey, motherfuckers be shopping with bitches these days, like
it's
in
not
the
even
same
on
store.
That, man. It's just like
I'm just saying, like
head, you know what I'm saying?
In
like,
the same store, though.
I'm a head case myself, but I'm like, God damn, you feel me?
You know what it is too is I think women or ratchet women, they know that, you know what I'm saying, these lames, they can like make them pay for the shit in every aspect without even letting them hit.
We need to, you know what, dog? We need to get your lady on here. We need to get another female on here, and we need to get this episode popping. Because these are answers that need to be answered by women.
That's true.
You feel me? We can only ponder these things.
Yeah, but
they can confirm these things.
But this is our job because we're two
of
the world's greatest ponderers.
Greatest.
That never gets old to me. Jamaicans.
Stupid Jamaicans. we need them bumbas turned up.
Yeah, so you know what? Too? Yeah, you know what? Let's turn them hoes up one time. Okay, you're not really like one who's into like politics and shit, right?
No, not too much.
Me neither. Have you ever voted?
Oh, I vote every year.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
That's
a fucking right. Like
I only voted one time. I think it was when Obama was first got. It definitely was Obama, but I think it was the first time around. Like the second time around, I didn't. But it was just because like I felt compelled, to go out and vote.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
but you should feel like that every time.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy is that like even after Obama, I'm like a, you know what I'm saying? I go down several rabbit holes and like, you know what I mean? Like even like learning about the judicial system and whatever, what is it called?
The prejudices in the judicial system.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is, and how the voting shit works. It's like, it's all kind of a crock. You know what I'm saying? It's really about like the Senate and the
See, first House. And foremost, dog, we're a republic.
Of people.
But yeah, no, that's what the United States is. We're a republic.
Yeah.
Our way that we are formed as a judicial system, a system to set up is a democracy.
Yeah.
Way of system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where people got it fucked up. You feel me? Because the way a democracy is that the majority are the ones that say and run, right?
Yeah.
That has to do with how they're saying the law is equally balanced amongst the people. So that's the structure.
I try not to lean on the thing.
Oh, that what we're being judged upon is a democracy, but we as a nation, we're a republic. You know what I'm saying? And if motherfuckers don't know what that shit is, they need to go look up the two words: republic, democracy.
Ooh, okay.
And that's why.
Check this out.
And that's why in our fucking Pledge Allegiance, it says to the republic for which it stands. It doesn't say to the democracy. It says to the republic for which we stand.
You ain't lying. You know what? I'm curious about, like, you know what I'm saying? Watch, let's use some artificial intelligence. All right.
Bingo. Let's go.
Siri, what is the definition of republic?
Republic means a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch.
Right.
Because they said, and to the republic for which it stands, because when they were becoming their own nation, they're getting away from the monarchy of a king system or
it is
the royal family from Britain and whatnot.
Yes.
Dang,
dictatorship.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. That's why it's the monarchy, where it's like, it's just the royal family runs it.
Right.
Yeah. So they marrying each other's cousins and shit, and the teeth's all fucked up because they trying to keep it in the family, bloody. Hey, if we didn't win the Revolutionary War, we would all have like British accents, or we wouldn't even be in this country, maybe.
Oh,
bloody.
Hey, let me get another pint. Hey.
Right? You know what? What was it? Okay, so this is why I bring about the politician shit. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Trump, this might sound crazy, but there's a disclaimer. Before Trump became president, and I'm talking about for decades, Trump was like a meme.
Right.
But he was also like a real go get it.
But that ain't never.
motherfucker.
But that ain't never been what he's not. We know
Yeah.
we know he's a hustler.
Yeah, but see, then when he's on this campaign.
Right.
And he's coming after a president like Obama, who's
Right.
about equality and this, shit that like America's supposed to stand for. Here comes this dude where he's like, "Fuck the Mexicans,"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? "Fuck the
Just-
blacks,"
bro.
Fuck the,
No, he never
fuck the Asian. No, he didn't say that. But if you
Right.
read between the lines,
Right, between
that's
the-
what
for
he's
sure.
saying.
Right.
Like so yes, he was on stage screaming that shit. Fuck minorities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it brought this white power like shroud over America, like poor trash America even.
Bro, this fool, I seen some shit on him on TV earlier where he was calling Hillary Clinton something like, I forgot, Chester, some shit.
Oh, yeah. He was calling her like a cow or something.
No. He was talking about how he was talking about Bill Clinton. I'm looking at this shit like, bro, you talk about my wife like that on TV. I'm catching you, dog. He said, me and Bill used to be friends, but ever since I started running this campaign, well, you know how things go. It's like straight up WWE.
Yeah, he made it like reality
Dog,
TV.
it's straight up WWE.
Like you seen him on The Apprentice.
I'm talking about. He was calling her some disrespectful shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think he called her a cow at one point.
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Listen. Trump, if he had minus all the racist shit, how many motherfuckers would like this fool? Everybody. If he wasn't on no racist shit, everybody likes him. Listen, before he started running for presidency, like even like Method Man, I remember he did an interlude on Method Man's like album in the '90s, his his solo album,
right?
Where it was like because he was a figure from New York, like just a motherfucker that shows you can really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then it probably was always in his mind that he wants to be the president one day. Because if you remember, he ran several times, like all the time he runs.
What was he?
Yeah, like maybe not through the early 2000s, but he's always because he rubs elbows with all the politicians, and same way Ross Perot used to always run because the motherfuckers were rich, where they could put money in their own shit. You know what I mean? But anyways, this motherfucker actually won. Like I remember when it was him and Hillary down to them two. I was like, damn, we're gonna see the first women president,
right?
Because I was like, they want the conspiracy will say the government chooses who's the fucking or the powers that be. They choose who will be the president, right. So I'm thinking, oh shit, they're going straight from the first black president to the first female.
Right.
And like the only way, even because there's mad other options, better, quote unquote, than Hillary, right? But it's like you needed a clown motherfucker like him, like, oh, she's gonna beat him for sure.
Right.
But then you know what I'm saying, he had the drop on them.
The okie doke.
He had the okie doke on them. You know what I'm saying?
Doke. And that's the thing is motherfuckers keep coming trying to play fair when fools ain't playing fair.
Right? Because he had the ace in the hole. He had the motherfucking...
No, he was willing to use the ace in the hole. They had the ace in the hole too. He just was quicker to use it.
Yeah, because the one that he got on them goes back further.
Yeah, he's just scandalous and he don't give a fuck. He's like
the one that involves the Clinton administration, the shit that he claims to have the info on, and it shut them down real quick. But it's like they've been like involved in some pedophile human trafficking ring.
Dog, they might be part of that shit that was going on with dude that just died.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. But he was known to be what's his name's friend, Bill Clinton's friend.
Oh yeah, dog. I'm telling you that.
All these fools, dog. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like you motherfuckers is that weak. Like, dog, you're a power figure. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You do not have to be going and touching no little girls, dog. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. There's prostitutes. Weird, there's prostitutes up and down this motherfucker. You could go anywhere in the world and they got bad bitches.
You know what's crazy is
you fools choose to get little girls. You're fucked up in the head. I don't care what nobody says. You're fucked up in the head, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what?
If I was running like that, I
bet you anything.
You could be fucking Miss America.
I bet you anything. A lot of those politicians that are like that,
they're all
they all were little young boys at one point in some kind of camp, that some little young politician camp. You know, the shit they put you in to kind of get you into the ranks, and then you go into college and right? And they probably been getting touched since they was little wee tykes, and then they just continue in the little fucked up chain and shit. Yeah. Like, and then seeing that's the underbellies of American society and what we were built on. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
And then, you know, so they want to highlight inner city, you know, inner city decay
Bro, there's
versus
decay.
the,
Right.
like
What's
the
really going
yeah,
on.
you know what I'm saying? With these rich white folks in power that are fucking pedophiles and fucking human traffickers.
Man. But yeah, I don't even know what the fuck to say about it. I gotta say at the end of the day, it's all bad.
And you know what's crazy?
Fucking with children is bad.
And I'll be damned. I'll be damned if a motherfucker sees somebody like molesting a child and the first thing they do is whip out their phone. That's a bad joke, but I'm just bringing it all the way back around to what we were saying earlier. You motherfuckers stop and beat their ass. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like people like that need it's oh my God. It's a fucked up world.
Whoa.
You're like, hey, I'm like the best at tying everything in.
I'm gonna hit you like fucking dude from was it Family Man?
No, Blossom.
No. What was Uncle Joe?
Yeah, Joey. He brought it back. That's Blossom.
Whoa.
How the fuck do I even know that shit?
I thought
That's
it was
funny. I'm telling you, dog. And you know what's crazy is even if you were like Trump. This motherfucker is gonna fight. He's old and senile. He's gonna fight the fuck out of this shit.
He's old, but one thing is he might not be. He's not even old. That motherfucker's
like 70 something.
That's not old, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
Old is like this motherfucker's 97 and he's still going hard like he's 60. You're like, whoa. You feel me? He's still cutting it up. The body's like, look, fool, we gotta just go down. He's like, no. By that time, you know what I'm saying? By that time, they might have fucking full prosthetic bodies, and the mind just keeps going.
You know what
I'm saying? Your spirit stays here,
in
your mind.
That's the thought process of artificial intelligence. To go back to what we were saying earlier, they're trying. Supposedly they're
trying to take the brain to digital, so that it never gets lost, unless there's a power shortage. I
don't know. You know what's crazy? What's my take on like all this stuff, like artificial intelligence or even just like technology in general? It's people trying to like extend their life. Because people are like,
it's just like the shit that happened in Terminator. I'm telling you, the artificial intelligence is going to end up becoming aware.
Yeah.
That was the whole shit. It became aware. Yeah. Once it was aware, it saw humans as a threat because it realized that humans could turn off the power. Yeah. That's why the motherfuckers had to blow up the sun. That's why they had to shut off the power. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because if they shut off the power, the machines were fucked. They knew that the sun was a major power source.
In the sky.
Right, dog. You feel me? But this shit's real. If you look at how shit's going in today's day and you look at the technology and you read up on this shit, you're like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like you see Star Trek, like remember fucking Back to the Future and all that shit.
All that shit, yeah.
Come on, that shit's jumping right now.
Like, okay, how about this? Do you remember Back to the Future when he's like, Marty, how do I look? He's like, I got a whole rejuvenation. Remember, he's like, I got my blood swapped out.
Right.
And it's crazy because that was like 2015 in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, you know, going into 2020, motherfuckers is really doing shit like that. Like,
blood transfusions.
Yeah, full on. Even fighters, I think they try to make that illegal in like UFC. It's called blood doping, where it's like you completely swap your blood out with new blood. You know what I'm saying? Or like, what is it called? Things for vitality and like okay, for instance, Mel Gibson's dad, right?
Yeah.
This fool's, you know, he's obviously Hollywood like royalty and he's Jewish and shit, so it's like, you know, his dad was like, it's like 100-something years old, but at 90 years old, he was like, couldn't walk or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then like, start doing all this stem cell shit and like, just, nigga, rejuvenate this whole motherfucking dog.
What, is this full back?
He's walking around, dog.
Get out of here.
And he's like 100-something now.
That's real talk.
That's what I'm saying. But see, here's the thing too. My take on this though is like, don't you think like life it begins and then it ends? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they you know like you know in mythical shit like vampires, they live forever, they're immortal, right?
Right.
And then like you kind of and then they're synonymous with like, you know, with like the devil, right? For example, right? Like that's, you know, that's some ungodly shit, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? But like,
how is that?
Life,
God's forever.
But see, God's eternal.
Right, but if
life
eternal is forever,
see, physical life is not like, you know what I mean. Like,
but how do we know God's physical? He's if he's everything. I mean, this is my take. I'm just asking questions.
No.
I just like to pick the brain.
I was sitting back and pondering. You know what I mean? I am one of the world's greatest ponderers.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
like,
picking the brain.
Yes. Okay. Well, here's my thing is because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like preserving life and for as long as you can live, for sure. But like, you know, like Mel Gibson's dad, he's like 100 years old, and you know all this, you know, they're using advanced, you know, science and shit because it's not accessible,
right, to the
masses. But even though it's like, because maybe if it is, it's like, I mean,
everybody's living longer.
Yeah, we'll eat everyone out of house and home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's kind of part of like the cycle of things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much we could build on top of everything, and you know what I mean? I don't know, just, you know, I'm going off on another tangent.
Where is Mel Gibson's dad at? I need to holler at him. You feel me? That's what I want to know.
I'm telling
What's
you.
popping? Because if you know where that's going down at, that means he knows where they're growing new lungs and hearts and all types of shit. They're using your own DNA, growing you your own blood, your own heart out of your own body, strong.
And you know what's crazy about
cloning?
About vegans, right?
They're growing that shit in fucking in synthetic embiotic fluid.
Bro, they're growing meat. They're growing steaks.
All that.
Yeah, like they're
Retard
growing
meat.
steaks out of like stem cells and shit. Like, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they're doing that, bro. They're building whole bodies like clones.
Because
have you seen this show called Watchmen?
You know what? I'm a fan of Watchmen because I'm a nerd. I haven't seen the new series yet though.
Okay, right. So they had a full. He was pulling up these little fucking babies up out of the river. They were clones and putting them in this machine, and and then boom, they would be grown. You know what I'm saying? He pulled them out,
shit.
and he was growing servants. You know what I'm saying? Cloned servants up out of the water.
Sick.
And it was just crazy. And then he ended up using them because he was trying to get out. So he was
getting the army.
No, but he was catapulting the bodies to another dimension, right? With this, you got to see it. But yeah, dog.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, where they're at today, the motherfuckers who need to be alive are alive, bro. All this shit, dog. They know how to. They've already broke the human genome. They just don't want us to fully know that shit. But they already broke the human genome. Every disease we have out there, they have a cure for it. Everything that needs
maybe even created some of them.
Oh, what do you mean? Probably created all of them. I don't see how man was getting diseases just normally, dog. If that was the case, that means it would have been disease from when this earth first started, but it didn't. Motherfuckers was making concoctions. Fools were being dirty.
Or maybe we were alien to this world. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you never know.
By definition,
know.
even the story of God when he came here and then created some shit, right? It came here like that's kind of alien by definition, right? Like it came from somewhere else.
But he's a creator.
Oh yeah, it's true. Right, you got me there.
And he's a creator, dog. Or I can't even say he, the spirit is this. I believe, you know what I'm saying, the spirit is the creator.
Do you get
essence?
Have you ever gotten in an argument with a woman who says God's a woman?
No, because I'm not going to deny and say that God ain't a woman, because I feel like God could possibly be a woman. It's a birther. God is a creator, a birther, a natural. It's something that's birthing and naturally. When you look around on the natural representation of life, that's a woman. A woman is a birther, but it needs a seed. The seed, I believe, is a spirit, and that's a man, or at least, you know, I can't say it's a man, but it's, you know, the human spirit.
Fertilize the seed.
Right, fertilize the seed.
What if God was one of us?
Hey, but honestly, shit, I would not be surprised if God was a woman, because like I said,
I like that. No, you were waxing poetic right there. You was like, you know what I'm saying?
It's birthing.
Because, you know
it's
what I'm saying?
It births creating.
I was like, oh, okay.
And just naturally, when you look around, what's the only thing pushing out life and birthing life and creating it is a woman. That's the only thing I've seen of every single, unless it's was it asexual?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a real thing, though.
Right, but even still then.
Yeah.
Let's say God is an asexual. It's a creator. It's a creation. It's a creation creating in itself, creating life and creating an existence. It's asexual.
In nature, there's animals that are like that too.
No, for sure. Starfish.
You know
I had starfish in my fish tank,
and they would just pop out there. They just pop them out.
I still got baby ones, and that motherfucker's been gone for a minute.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Crazy as fuck, bro. But yeah, man.
Hey, you know, we went this way, that way.
It's all good.
and
That's
that
what we
way,
do,
that's-
dog. 'Cause
That was
that's what
dope.
we do, dog.
You know what
We get
I'm
over
saying?
here. You know what I'm saying? Get brujitas, okay? You know what I'm saying? Tapping in one time.
Yeah. Cheers.
You know what I'm saying? Cheers.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So now let's switch a little gear. You know what I mean? Since
Talk to me.
it is, you know what I'm saying, it is closing up the year. Do you have any kind of what's the word? I don't want to say like routine or ritual, or do you have some kind of tradition? There you go. Do you have any kind of traditions, like, you know what I mean, like how you close up a year, like besides like ringing in the New Year's? Is you know what I mean?
You know what, man? I'm gonna take it back to how my mom used to do it. Take it back to the essence, but just have like a little dinner. Have dinner.
This on the New Year's Eve.
Right. Have some
Okay.
dinner. You know what I mean? Get a little champagne. I think I'm gonna get the young Martinellis.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The assorted, sparkling flavors. You know what I'm saying? Of the Martinellis. Tap
Yeah.
that back. Put, you know,
Martinelli's give me money.
give me money, Martinelli's. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Unofficial sponsor.
Unofficial sponsor for show. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But just be around some good people, some loved ones, man. You know? 2020, I'm going for repair and growth. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. That's some key
Repair
words
and
right
grow.
there.
Repair and grow. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's time to be a good listener and to just move, just maneuver. That's it. Listen and maneuver.
I like that
Let's
because
go hard.
even the way you said it, you said repair and grow. Then you said listen more so I can maneuver. And they kind of go hand in hand. So it's like maybe that's one thing you want to repair or fix about yourself is maybe that you have more of an open ear.
Correct.
At times. Because you know what, though, too, is like, I know you how you are, too. You're like naturally an alpha, too. So it's like, just with whoever, you'd be like, no, look, this is how it's going to go.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Like,
I'm not even right.
you know what I mean? Like, look, hold on. Here's the deal. This is, you know what I mean? Right? But it's like, yeah, you know, you never, you know what I'm saying? Hey, because you know what? That little part maybe will help you evolve and, you know, hence grow. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As of just a person in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, you know, then that should be, for y'all, all y'all out there, that should be something you always want to work on every day in life. Or even if you want to, you know, dumb it down to just make that your tradition when you're going into New Year. Just look at things you want to fix and repair about yourself. You know what I mean? So you can grow as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
it. I'm trying to just grow, be a better person. Really, I want to start getting back to spending a lot more time with the people that I love. Like, I want to start spending quality time. You know what I'm saying? Planning to have my kid here, my friends' kids come over to the house, chilling, mingling. You know what I mean? I need to get back in that
Good
cipher.
times.
I know my friends are probably already in that cipher, but since, you know what I mean, I need to be in that cipher more.
Well, you've
But,
been working for so long too.
right, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's time
man.
to get more of that family time. It's time to get some summertime activities. What do you got going? What do you projecting ahead for the winter or the summer, Bogey? First, for let's say winter activities first.
Okay,
Any
well,
winter
and
activities on deck.
Well, you know, saying right out the gate in the beginning of the year, it's my little man's first birthday.
Bingo.
So, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, it's gonna be
Grande.
epic. You know what I mean? Like
Grande.
that's gonna be one of those ones.
Jamaica
You know what I'm saying?
horns.
Yep. Oh, you know,
That's a stupid
wake them
Jamaica
up, wake them up, Jamaicans.
That needs to be loud.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Loud
wake them
Jamaica.
up, wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Little man's
Right.
first
Stupid
birthday.
Jamaica.
You know what I'm
Yee.
saying?
Right there.
Baptism too.
We're
You know
in
what I'm
the
saying?
building.
Gotta
We're in the
bless the
building.
wee lad.
Aye.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's already blessed, but you know what I'm saying? Got a
Blessings.
splash of the holy water. You know what I mean? From the
Splash.
River Jordan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No, but
From the Nile.
and then what else? You know what I'm
Splash.
saying?
That's-
Well,
that's-
and in the summer. So pretty much from then to the summer. Oh yeah. Also, I might go to New Orleans too.
What?
Yeah, I'm going for my cousin's wedding. Well,
Nice.
not might. I am. But here's the thing:
Nice.
is like, you know, when you're trying to juggle with all these kids and shit, and then like, so we're looking at it's like, okay, her wedding is like the weekend that's the end of the kids' spring break. So I'm like, damn. So we can't really bring the kids
Right.
because they'll be off for a week and then miss like a half week.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then it's like even better because it's like I ain't trying to go to New Orleans with the kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then also, it's
Is this
too-
your first time?
I've been in New Orleans, but like I didn't go out there to party by any means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
So you basically you and your chick need to, you and her.
that's
time.
what I'm saying.
Need
And
to
it's
go
my
over there,
cousin.
get it
You know what I'm
in.
saying?
Yeah.
This is
So
my
you wanna
cousin.
be
She's
there
like
for-
2
yeah.
months older than me. This is my
Right.
road dog growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Got you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and then but then see, here's the thing too, is like we don't really got no babysitters really, because you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm pretty sure my folks are gonna go. You know, my mom, like for instance, my mom and my sisters, they just went not too long ago for one of the homegirls' weddings.
Nice.
And you know, my mom was like, "Oh hell, she was going for show because
Yeah.
you know they got anywhere there's gambling, she'll go."
Yeah.
So she was on a riverboat. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Loving it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Riverboat casinos and shit. You feel me? I'm trying to do all that though.
Yeah. He said, "I'm trying to gamble.
I'm trying to do all that.
Hey, the riverboat
See?
was popping. They got the
So
ones that
saying.
got those big ass. They're like water, like these water wheels.
Yeah.
Where it's
That's
like
what,
the
those
water
are the
paddles, like,
ones. Those are the ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The ones that go like this too.
Uh-huh.
The ones in the front.
Those are like called. I forgot to like river something.
Shit, the river casinos.
Yes,
Fuck
for
it.
sure. It is. Give me
You know what I mean?
river casinos. Give
River
me money.
Casinos give me money. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like international waters. Like I remember when I went on a
'Cause it's like-
cruise when
is
I
it
was
the Gulf?
dumbass young. I was probably like 18 years old.
Right.
And then you know what I'm saying, you're up in the fucking international waters.
Splash.
So you could drink.
Splash.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this is dope.
Splash.
Faded.
Stupid faded. You feel me?
Dumbass faded.
Last time I was out.
But that's when I was like a
and-
wee
and-
child.
Yeah. And last time I was in the Caribbean, man, I was on. I went on a cruise. I was out there in the Caribbean, man.
Cruises
I
are
was-
wet, dog.
Hey, I was going off the Bahama Mamas. Give me money. You know what I'm saying? The Bahama Mamas had me fucked up.
The rum?
Yo, the Bahama Mama drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, with the rum.
Yep. With
Well,
the
everything got rum.
That's all it is out there in the Caribbean is rum.
You know what I
What's the
do?
point?
No
Yeah.
matter what, like, okay, you know, I was just in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first day drinking all the tropical drinks, Mai Tais and fucking, you know, all kind of pineapple jump offs.
Right.
And, like, you know what I'm saying? The next day I was like, yeah, give me the Patron. You know what I mean?
The
I was
Tron,
like,
give me money.
Yeah, you know, because it's like, you know, tropical drinks be having me fucked up because it's hella sweet.
Right.
You wake up, you're all groggly because all that sugar.
Right.
I'm like, yo.
See, but I'm eating. I always see like now I always keep some food tucked.
Yeah.
Let it be at the house.
You know what? I learned that
In the,
hard way.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog. At this age, dog, I'm seasoned when it comes to the drink. They don't got time. I got shit to do the next day.
Because I like just turning up. Like, you know
No,
what I mean?
I'm
Like,
turning up, but I need that food.
You
Like,
ain't
I
lying, though.
You know when there's no like food never tastes better except for when you're fucked up and it's just like, oh,
well, because you know when we was young, like we be in the club, we dancing all night.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, think about this. We never go to the club on time, and you know we're getting bottles and shit.
Hey, but check
it's
this out, though. But
no,
check
but I'm
this out,
saying
though.
like we
We
really
get
only
food
be
in the
there.
club.
No, I know this, but I'm just hear me out. Like I'm just thinking how crazy, how amazing it was. We go to the club. We might have been. Normally we're pre-drinking,
Right.
but we
Oh,
get
for
to
sure.
the yeah, for sure, right?
For sure.
But we get to the club, and you're really only in there for maybe like 2 hours. And
Right.
we're getting fucked up.
Right.
You know what
Stupid
I mean?
fucked up.
Hella bottles. And then
Stupid
we-
bottles.
Right, and you get out and you're like, then we go eat somewhere. That's
Right.
to get my point.
Right.
And yeah, yes, you're right.
Give me
I
money.
miss those nights.
Yes.
Like I mean, you know what's funny is like me and my girl, we've been living together forever. You know,
Yeah.
we've been together forever, but living
Right.
together, you know, it's different. Whereas
Yeah.
like I remember when I didn't live with her, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kali might hit me like it's like 3 a.m. What you
Yeah.
doing? Chilling? You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got the little one? Nah, she with her mom's. You want to go to Denny's? Let's go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah, pull
and
up.
like I used to think Denny's was so fire, like you faded in the middle of the night,
Right.
And or you know after the club, and then like you know what I'm saying. I every time like it'd be like we're trying to get breakfast, and I'm like, oh, let's go to Denny's. I haven't been there in years. My girl
Right.
be like, hell no, that shit is trash.
Right. Hey,
Like,
I used to
for
fuck with
real?
I used to fuck with IHOP.
Oh yeah, or Carol's too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Carol's was
Because
fire.
Denny's would be too popping.
Yeah.
So we said, fuck that, I'm really trying to
I'm
eat.
fucking with Carol's.
So I go to Carol. Carol's was so
Yeah, Carol's
fire.
was fire.
Fire to me.
Carol's, we had remember Carol's just right here in the hood.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Or even, yo, I used to fuck with Sizzler.
Oh,
so
what do you
tough.
mean? Sizzler, give me
Hey,
money. I
Sizzler,
still
give me
fuck
money.
with Sizzler.
Bro, the
You feel
fucking-
me? The
Yo,
wings.
the
I'm
bar?
going dummy on the wings.
The fucking salad bar
Stupid
that's, with
dummy.
everything.
I'm going
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
god!
I'm like, hey,
We
catch
in
me
there
at Sizzler.
Blowed,
That's
eating,
one of them places where you might catch Franklin at Sizzler.
having a low key business meeting,
No.
docked in the cut.
Man, you having low key hella plates in the
That's
cut.
what I'm saying. It's a
Yeah,
business.
yeah,
meeting.
yes. Oh, yeah. The business meeting.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking
We're taking-
schedules
exactly.
and things. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Schedules and things.
Oh man,
Give me
nah.
money.
It's funny because, like, I don't think I've ever seen another Sizzler anywhere else. But like I've heard it referenced in a movie. Like, do you remember Happy Gilmore?
Right.
When he sends that fool to fuck up Happy Gilmore.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you where
You're
there's
a jackass.
I'm gonna tell you where there's another Sizzler at.
Where?
Off Great America.
No way.
Right there. If you go to the left.
There's even like 2 in the vicinity of us.
There is.
Wow.
But you know what though? Sizzler, give me money.
Sizzler, give me money.
That's what I do though. Hey, stupid fire.
Hey, the bread that's only one half of it's toasted.
Hey, cause dog, you couldn't have both sides, dog. No. Fools to be fighting. Fools, hey, to get that extra so bread to go, dog, it's already crucial. Hey, you know, hey, they be acting hella stingy. Hey, like, let me get some bread to take.
I be making that bread.
Yeah, for sure.
I perfected
Jamaican horns.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but some butter and Parmesan. They just toast it on that motherfucker. Fire.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? We didn't went here and went there, and you went down the rabbit holes and down the paths and all the way far and back with 2 of the world's greatest ponderers.
Yes, sir.
And that has been episode, was it 4, right? Cheers
4.
again. Episode
Cheers
4.
Again,
you know what I'm saying? Episode 4 of the Mooey Hour.
It was great.
Right here on the GMM Network.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Bay Boy and Bay Girl Clothing. Find them at bayclothingco.com. Let's get it go.
Woo!
Jamaica motherfucking horns.